Hey, I'm Tevis, and welcome to the 5 Before. Hey, once again, welcome to Spring Hills. I'm Tevis, I'm a Discipleship and Connections pastor, and we're so glad to have you with us. In fact, I'm here in our Kids Corner area, and I remember 3 months ago, we were in this very room talking about how we're going to have to do kids ministry different. It's going to have to be online. And so since then, we've had weekend lessons available for families online. We created a Kids Corner YouTube channel. We have our Kids Corner Facebook group where we've just had resources and conversations and studies for families there. It's just been great to see all those exciting things happen, but we have some exciting news for you today. In fact, I'm here with Dan and Brittany, our Kids Corner, our Kids Ministry directors. And what's the exciting news?
We are so excited to announce that after 3 months, on June 21st, we are going to be launching our children's ministry right here live in the building from birth through 6th grade.
That's awesome. So what I'm hearing is June 21st, it's just one day, so it's just one service that's going to take place.
Yeah, that's right. So to begin, in the first phase, we're only going to be offering children's ministry at one service, the second Sunday service.
Now, I know some of you may be wondering, well, how do we get information about this? If it's going to just be opening like a phase one service, how do we find out more details? So what are you doing to get the information to parents?
Yeah, so we're going to communicate it in a few ways. Number one, on the 5 Before, which is right now. Number two, we'll continue to send out our newsletter. That comes via email. And if you don't get it, please let us know and we'll add you to the email list. And then number three, on our Facebook page. We want to make sure all the information you need is right there.
And I know as families arrive, there might be a few things that are done differently. And probably one thing that's important, we already had a sick policy, right? That was already in place. It's probably good to emphasize that, correct?
That's right, yeah. We'll be putting up some extra signage, make sure it's easy to read and easy to understand. But basically, if you are sick or anyone in your family, or especially if your child is sick or runny nose, fever, anything like that, maybe it's best to stay home and worship online.
And so they arrive, and in the past we've had Kids Corner like a kiosk check-in where everybody kind of touches those and like checks their kids in, but we're going to do that differently too for now, right?
Yeah, that's right. We're going to be doing a touchless check-in. So instead of going to the kiosks or any of those check-in stations that you usually go to, we're just asking you to come on back to the Kids Corner department, and we're actually going to go ahead and provide you all of those security badges right when you arrive.
And so the families that will check in, they'll get the security badges printed out, and then what takes place?
Yeah, well, we have sanitation stations actually throughout the entire building. We are asking that all of our families and volunteers and children entering our children's department sanitize their hands before they come in.
And then is there like any kind of you thought about like a temperature check? Is that you kind of planning on maybe that happening too?
Yeah, we are looking into the possibility of being able to provide a temperature check for our volunteers, especially, and also families and children when they come in, just as an added precaution.
And even, I think we're looking at one-way traffic, at least starting out, right? And what's that look like? How's that function?
Go ahead and come back to our children's department like you always have, coming into the gathering room. And we have 2 exit points. You can exit through the back door if you're only picking up a 5th and 6th grader, or you can exit through the front of the building, and that way we don't have families coming back and forth.
Giving directional signs there, Dan. That's good.
That's right.
That's good. Now, some people may be wondering, maybe you're wondering, well, what about social distancing with kids? How do you do that? Can you even do that? Or even masks, are they required?
Right, great question. So we want to provide a very safe environment, just like we always have, but we want to have realistic expectations for our children. So we're going to do the best that we can, depending on how many kids show up and the rooms that they're assigned to make sure that there's some distancing available to them. We're also going to have masks available for any volunteer that wants to wear those. If you want your child to wear a mask, though, you're going to need to make sure you provide that so it's a good fit and so they understand what your expectations are.
The kids ministry can be challenging, right? To maintain social distance all the time, even to teach with a mask on, those kinds of things. But we want to be safe. And so I know that if somebody's not uncomfortable with that, what would you say to them?
Yeah, if you're not quite ready for some of that, then we would love to encourage you to continue to worship online at home. We're going to continue to provide children's resources along with the lesson that Tom preaches.
Now, some of you may be wondering, well, what about the rooms? How does cleaning take place?
Well, we're only providing children's ministry at one worship service, second Sunday service. So this gives us a lot of time to prepare classrooms. We will be eliminating and limiting some of the supplies and the toys in the classrooms to prevent the frequent touching.
And there's even a checklist, right? There's a checklist to clean things and make sure things are cleaned afterwards, and even supplies to clean while the classes take place.
Yeah, just like the rest of the sanctuary and the rest of the church is going to be sanitized between every service, ours will be sanitized before and after.
That's right.
Now, building use as far as the amount of rooms that are used or even playland, some people may be wondering, is playland going to be used?
Right now, in this first entry phase of reopening, we're going to keep our playland closed. We're going to be able to utilize our outdoor playgrounds as much as possible. And we actually have 2 extra classrooms that we're going to be preparing in case we need overflow rooms and to kind of keep our classrooms in a smaller size.
Now, again, if you're wanting more information on this, be looking for that Kids Corner, that newsletter that'll be coming out, or go to the Kids Corner Facebook page. We also know, again, we mentioned this, next Sunday, June 21st, is Father's Day. And so reopening kids ministry, it's Father's Day. Are we going to do anything special to celebrate that?
Yeah, definitely. So as a father, I know I like to be honored, even if it's just one day a year. And so because we're opening children's ministry on Father's Day, we don't just want to honor kids, but we also want to honor fathers. Babe, why don't you tell them how?
Yeah, that's right. We're going to have Rita's Ice, the Italian ice here available. We're going to be hosting that right outside of the front of the building so we can still be distancing, but kind of enjoy some fellowship and excitement around our kids returning and to honor all of our awesome dads.
Now, I know somebody might be wondering, well, what happens if I don't go to that second service on that Sunday? Can I still get some of the Italian ice? Can they?
Yeah, absolutely. We're not going to let any of our dads get out of here uncelebrated, and all of our kids, we want them to feel excited.
So again, that'll be available at all of our services. And just exciting news. We're excited that you watched the Fight Before today. Thanks for joining us, Dan and Brittany, and thanks for watching.